Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, sponsored by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Good morning. You have Grace and Blasky this morning. Ethan and Sarah were traveling over the weekend. They got back late last night. So you got the B team this morning filling in. So
do our best.
Yes. I'm the brand manager around the Ozarks. I also do Around the Ozarks Community Corner every week. And then Blasky is our video producer and a lot of other things that I ask him to do whenever.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's a long list. Changes every day.
It's a long list. So let's just go ahead and get into some news. 2 women have died after a vehicle crash in Berry County on Friday afternoon. According to the Missouri State Highway Patrol, the crash happened on State Highway 37, about half mile south of Purdy, around 12:45 on Friday. Troopers said that an SUV driven by a 65-year-old woman from Shell Knob hydroplaned into the southbound lane. The passenger side of the SUV hit another SUV and collided. The 65-year-old woman from Shell Knob died on the scene along with her passenger, 41-year-old woman from Exeter, Missouri, and the driver and passenger of the other SUV sustained serious injuries.
It's a tragic story. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like Missouri governor says his program to remove dangerous criminals from the streets is actually a success after its first year. Now, Governor Mike Kehoe reported that Operation Relentless Pursuit task force officers arrested and assisted in the arrest of 1,585 fugitives wanted for outstanding felony warrants in its very first year of its operation. Now, the total includes individuals arrested in connection with 26 murders or homicide charges. Now, the arrests also resulted in clearing 2,699 outstanding warrants across 83 Missouri counties in the city of St. Louis. Now, ORP was established on Kehoe's first day in office through an executive order. Now, the data from the governor's office showed that there were more than 17,600 active felony arrest warrants across Missouri in January 2025. Now, Kehoe says that it is his top priority to have public safety at the forefront, and this is an effort to help many cities, suburbs, and small towns, especially those without resources to accomplish things on their own. So, huge success. I mean, 17,000 active warrants, that's quite a bit.
Those are big numbers. So keeping our streets safe is important. So that's good. It's good. You're actually going to love this one. You're a Royals fan, and a lot of people have been asking with the Chiefs moving. Of course, if you've been up there to a Chiefs game or a Royals game, they're together. So like with them moving, what is going to happen?
Side by side.
Well, yeah, Kansas City leaders have introduced a plan to propose a $1.9 billion project, which includes a new Kansas City Royals Stadium and related development at Washington Square Park. Several people who work in the area said they like the idea, even with public incentives, because they believe it would improve what they describe as an underused space in Kansas City. Mayor Quentin Lucas is proposing an ordinance that would allow the city to commit up to $600 million through bonds. City leaders say that it would not require voter approval because there would be no new taxes on the residents, which that was the big thing with the Chiefs.
Yes.
Nobody wanted all the taxes of the Chiefs. So this would not require taxes. The bonds would be paid with the tax revenue generated by the stadium and surrounding development in the district. Additional funding would come from a mix of sources, including Jackson County, the state of Missouri, and the Royals and even though officials have not finalized how much each of those would contribute, that is the proposed idea so far.
I think I brought this up right after the Chiefs had made the announcement that they were moving over there to that Legends complex. And I was like, it's just a matter of time. Either Kansas City was going to have to do something really big to keep them over there, or they were going to end up having to find them a new home. So I'm not surprised that this is popping up. And I'll be surprised if the Royals actually do stay where they're at right now. I think it's just a matter of time before they make that move.
I agree.
Well, soap refill stations have installed a prototype vending machine at the Coffee Ethic in downtown Springfield. Now, the vending machine allows customers to refill containers with soap products, and it also has the option for hand soap, laundry soap, and dish soap. The coffee ethic, there it is, at 124 Park Central Square is going to be the first location for the vending machine concept. This is kind of unique, so I got to get over and check that out, see what that's about.
Yeah. And I was reading about that. If it does well, their plan is to have like thousands of these across the Ozarks. So if you are interested in recycling, reusing, and getting soap that way, check it out. Downtown Springfield.
It's a great idea.
All right. There's a lot of events happening, like just in the next couple of weeks. It's really kind of been kicking off. A big one is the Baker Creek Flower Festival. It continues today. It actually started yesterday at the Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company in Mansfield. Over 300 varieties of heirloom spring bulbs, including rare tulips and daffodils. There are color displays there, vegetables even, citrus trees, and unique garden plants. So if you want to join of gardeners and plant enthusiasts, this is the event to do that. So tickets are per person. Admission, if you are 17 and under, is free, and the tickets are $10 each, and you can get them at rareseeds.com.
We got to try to get Baker Creek to come back in for Beyond the Gate. We had that episode, unfortunately, just some things got in our way. So we're going to have to bring them back in. They had a great story. They really did. And it's really unique what they're doing out there. So it's definitely an event worth checking out. This Friday, April 17th at the Oasis Hotel Convention Center, it's going to be the 11th annual Purple Party to support Harmony House. Now, this year is especially significant because it's going to be celebrating 50 years of Harmony House, which is 5 decades of shelter, advocacy, and community support for survivors of domestic violence. Now, it's not just going to be a stuffy fundraiser. It's going to have a cool 80s theme this year. Whole lot of fun. There's going to be a gem raffle, which you can enter for a chance to win a luxury timepiece valued at over $4,000 from Max and Fine Jewelers. Also, mystery boxes that contains all kinds of special gifts and products, and each purchase directly supports the survivors. Now, live music is also going to be on hand by members only, which is an awesome 80s band playing a lot of awesome 80s hits. Food and drink, guests are going to have an opportunity to enjoy a Springfield classic dish, cashew chicken, plus also going to have birthday cake to celebrate 50th anniversary, along with a free local beer from Mother's Brewing. So if you want to get tickets, you can pick those up over at myharmonyhouse.org.
This is one of my favorite fundraisers. They do the 80s theme, and it's just like, and I just want to say, like I said, there's so many different events, and you can find a lot of them at our calendar. A quick plug for the calendar there. But really, this time of year, springtime, is when a lot of our nonprofits do their annual events where they're fundraising for the entire year. Like I know I sat down with Carl and Quinlan for a community corner just last week, and they were talking about how this is like, I don't know, I can't remember the exact, at least 30% of like their whole annual revenue comes from this event, something like that. Yeah. Don't quote me on it. Go watch Community Corner to make sure that I said that right. But yeah, it's a big deal for these nonprofits. So make sure that you get out and you go do it.
Last year was actually my first year to go check that out. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say last year was my first year. I got to go check it out. And then it was a ton of fun. People think that with what it's about, maybe it's going to be kind of, no, it's a ton of fun. It really is. It's a great cause. Get out there and check it out. So yeah, again, events, go ahead, go for it.
Yes. Events, Route 66. Ethan did a great job talking about this on Friday. The Route 66 Centennial Kickoff is happening April 30th through May 2nd. There are so many things happening through this weekend. Just to name a few, there's no way I can name all of them, but like there's going to be a bunch of site and sculpture dedications. The Today Show is going to be here. There's going to be a parade. There's going to be a 1920s themed gala called the Telegraph Ball. There is going to be a lot of events on Commercial Street around the Jefferson Avenue footbridge, and they're going to kind of be dedicating that. It's not fully done yet. They've been renovating it, but it's almost done. And
they're going to have it like on display, right? I think that's how it is. It's going to be like on display. You can't get on it, but you can see it.
There'll be a drone show. Yes, a drone show above it. They're like going to light it up. It's going to be a whole big thing. So yes, it's going to be super fun. And then the Route 66 Arts Fest is happening as well. We have Art Fest every year. It's going to be Route 66 theme for all the guests coming to town.
Super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of Community Corner, I'm just making plugs for myself all day. That's actually what I'm doing. I have a interview planned with City Leader Cora Scott to talk all about this, all the things that we listed in detail, because if you look at any of the graphics about this event, it is a little bit overwhelming. And Cora is even saying like, yeah, we know it's overwhelming. So we get to explain every single little thing that's going on and what you can do. So that will be a week from today. So make sure that you watch for that interview. But the big thing, of course, is going to be the concert that's happening on that Thursday night, the 30th. Great Southern Bank Arena. Little Big Town, Chris Jansen, Gary LaVox of Rascal Flats, Gretchen Wilson, the Ozark Mountain Daredevils, and the Haygoods. So if you want to win some tickets, got a little plug for 105.1 The Bull. Yeah. If you want to go, I actually am the morning show host on 105.1 The Bull, and I'm giving away tickets all this week. So if you listen to me, you will have your chance to win tickets. And I'll give you a little heads up. If you listen during around, I'd say like what, 7:30? Listen around 7:30?
It's a good time. Right about that.
Yeah. I'll give you a heads up. Listen then, and that will be approximately when you can win some tickets. All the details are at thebull1051.com. If you miss out on winning them on 105.1 The Bull, we are going to give some away on our social media on Around the Ozarks. So that will actually be next week. So stay tuned for that as well.
That is going to be a fun show. The Bulls got a few things cooking for the pre-party and all that. More details on that to come. But speaking of contests, let's wrap this up. We're going to give you guys a heads up about a little Mother's Day contest that we've started in partnership with 105.1 The Bull. One lucky mother and daughter duo is going to win themselves a pair of ultimate VIP annual memberships to Below Zero Cryo Spa and also VIP memberships to Suntan City. Gonna also kick in some additional prizes in there. There's going to be a tanning bundle pack, some other things you can get from Below Zero Cryo Spa. All together, it is valued at over $8,000. So we're going to be making Mother's Day very, very special for a mother and daughter duo this year. Plus, just for mom, we're going to be kicking in some flowers from the flower merchants. Just listening to 105.1 The Bull for the code words every single weekday. You can pick them up at 7 a.m., 12 p.m., and 4 p.m. When you hear them, text them back to 417-863-1051. The more words you text, the better your chances are of winning. You got to listen in to The Bull every single weekday. Listen in around those 3 times for your chances. Plus, if you do miss out on any of the code words or you want to get a bonus entry, get on over to Below Zero Cryo Spa or any one of the Suntan City locations in Springfield, Ozark, and Nixa. Scan that QR code. It's going to get you a bonus entry. Again, a prize over $8,000 for you and mother this year. So just in time for Mother's Day, get that first code word coming up here tomorrow morning or this morning. 7 o'clock?
Yeah. This morning at 7 o'clock will be my first one. Yes. So anyway, lots of contests, lots of events, lots of things that we're doing. So if you want to check any of them out, yes, very much so. Make sure that you're following us on Facebook. Make sure you check out aroundtheozarks.com. Another big one, if you don't want to miss anything, make sure you subscribe to our daily newsletter. You can do that at our website. Every weekday, 6 a.m., we'll send out a newsletter. It's got, of course, Ethan and Sarah's news, Abby Dyer's Wake Up Weather, and whatever podcast for the day has dropped. There's a lot going on. The newsletter is the way to keep up with it. So, all right, Blasky, thank you so much for helping me out. You guys will have Ethan and Sarah back tomorrow morning, and we'll see you then.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, Taylor Gruba Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Here is your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Monday. It's going to be a pretty pleasant start to the day and the new work week across the Ozarks with temperatures beginning in the mid-60s. We're going to warm today in the low 80s, and I've got dry skies in our future for this Monday. We had a handful of showers and thunderstorms around over the weekend. Nothing that brought us too much in the way of severe weather or soaking rainfall, but there will be some opportunity for some heftier thunderstorms to move through later this week. Today, though, I think it's a dry one across the Ozarks with partly sunny skies and a high temperature in the low 80s. I'm going 82 for that forecasted high temperature in Springfield today. Fairly nice across the Ozarks. That's kind of the weather headline for you. While there will be some opportunity for a few sprinkles today, I don't expect many will see them. We're going to hold off until the rain and storms arrive on Tuesday and Wednesday. And the bigger story today is the wind. It will be a breezy day with winds out of the south. At times, they could gust close to 30 or even 40 miles an hour in a few places. So breezy, sunny, and nice and mild across the Ozarks today with high temperatures above average, landing in the lower 80s. We've still got that more intense storm system moving our way, but the timing has slowed down a bit since we last gave you an update on this on Friday. We've seen the storm system slow down a bit. That means our potential for severe weather is going to exist in here by Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. Tomorrow and Wednesday are the days to watch for that potential severe thunderstorm. Confidence has increased that storms begin to develop on Tuesday. I'm uncertain how far east they'll move, but I think they may make it to the Highway 65 corridor before they start kind of fizzling out and moving on. It's our northwestern counties, though, that will likely see the best chance for severe weather, and all severe weather hazards do exist. This includes hail, high wind, and tornadoes. Then we still have a chance for some strong to severe storms on Wednesday, too. And this looks to be a bit more widespread, perhaps impacting all of the Ozarks. Details a bit more uncertain on Wednesday's round of strong storms to come through. But again, I think all modes of severe weather will be possible. I am watching the weekend forecast again because there will be an opportunity for more storms Friday into Saturday. It looks possible that another system is going to come through. That one will likely come with a cool down and our next best chance for rain and storms. So here's how the storm chances break down this week. I think the best chances for wet weather are going to come on Tuesday and Wednesday. There is the potential for some evening strong storms on Tuesday and some scattered strong storms on Wednesday as well. But I think the best chance for rain is going to come Tuesday and Wednesday. Today and Thursday are likely the dry ones in the work week forecast. Around the country, what's making weather headlines? It's our severe thunderstorm chances that are possible today. Much of the upper Midwest and Great Lakes are going to see those severe storms tonight into Tuesday morning. We also continue to see critical fire weather for the central and southern high plains. That's going to exist across those regions later today as well. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question is this: what is the only rock that floats in the water? Do you think it is A, granite, B, pumice, C, limestone, or D, sandstone? And the answer, if you chose B, pumice, that is correct. Pumice is a lightweight and porous volcanic rock, and it floats because its density is lower than water. It's caused by trapped volcanic gases creating these tiny little air bubbles or vessels in the rock during rapid cooling. It can float for months or even years, and it often forms massive drifting rafts that transport marine life across the oceans. They just hop on the pumice and head on in the water. Congrats if B, pumice, was your guess. Here's the next chance to win. What is the only continent with no active volcanoes? Do you think that is A, Europe, B, Australia, C, Antarctica, or D, Africa? Which continent has no active volcanoes? You can take your guess and find that trivia question at the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for starting off your new week with me here. It's going to be a nice one to kick off the new work week. High temp of 82 and sunny skies. Thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. I'll be back to chat with you first thing early tomorrow.